Scooby, welcome back to my channel. I have been uploading a lot of videos lately, and I think I've been uploading way too frequently. So, I decided to try to condense my videos into one video to save myself time, to save yourself like so much headache of so much click stuff, you know. So, yeah, I'm just gonna try to condense my stuff into one video. So, I want to get into the first off. I want to start off as the boycott for anime Matsuri. Now, if I said that wrong, I'm sorry. You know me, I'm the master at butchering names. So, apparently what's happening is that the KickVic side is kicking back. After Vic came back out with his tie beard lawyer, with his beard as a tie beard lawyer, I make it sound like he's like laundry detergent. I'm so sorry. No, he came out with tie beard, and he hasn't come out himself, but Tybeard. You get what I'm going at with this. I'm sorry. Oh man, this is a horrible way to start it off. Well, anyways, let's get serious for a second. So, yeah, Tybeard and was talking to Nick Krita. I don't know if I said his name right either. So, apparently they are going to go out with a legal strategy, and they are going to be going after some people like Mars Girl, Jamie Marchi, and Ron Toy. Now, they haven't confirmed this, but the reason why I feel like that way is because of the way they were talking on his live stream. If you want to go on Nick Ricketta's live stream, you should listen to the way they were talking with each other when Ty Beard was avoiding certain questions. That's what I feel like. But I feel like a lot of the KickVic side is already trying to run away, and so they've already sent like apologetic letters, apologetic videos, like, hey, be there. We're not like that. We're nerds. If you get what I mean, say in the comments below. But yeah, there are already people like scared and like trying to run away, but there are people that are still fighting back, like Mars Girl and Jamie Marchi. Now, I'm going to be brutally honest with you. Jamie Marchi is kind of an idiot. I'm going to give Mars Girls the benefit of the doubt because I think that she solely believes that she's right. I don't know. I just have this gut feeling that she really thinks in her head that she's right. So apparently she's part of this group that's going after Comic-Cons that are signing on Vic Mignogna. So apparently there's a Comic-Con in Houston, which is Matsuri. I'm from Dallas, Texas, so I really don't know about the Comic-Cons in Houston. I've been to Houston a few times, but not particularly for a Comic-Con. And so they're trying to say you need to stand with victims, and they're trying to say like, we should boycott this con because they simply have Vic Mignogna, and we should do it for safety of everyone else. Well, when you really think about it, it's really the KickVic side that's really starting shit. It's really them are the ones that are starting riots, that are harassing people. They say we're harassing them, but they're the ones coming out saying, oh, don't sign on Vic, whatever, and don't let people in that are a part of the I Stand With Vic. We're going to find out who they are. Don't let certain YouTubers into these conventions, and like block YouTubers on Twitter, block people on Twitter that even stand with Vic. They're already trying to fight back with that. And like I said, I do think that Mars Girl is also kind of an idiot, but I do think deep down in herself that she truly believes that she is not wrong. But boy, oh boy, when they take her to court, man, when they take her to court for that defamation, when they take her to court for that, she's going to have a big wake-up call. I'm telling you what. I'll tell you what. Okay. So, so they are blocking people on for Twitter, for even Stand With Vic, and like, also I heard this rumor. Now, I'm not 100% certain if this rumor is actually true, so take what I'm about to say with a grain of salt. But I heard a rumor, and I heard this from another YouTuber, that they might be funding some advertisements that basically stand with sexual harassment victims, which is a good intention, by the way. It's a really good intention. But this video is more aimed for Vic Mignogna. So, I'm not 100% sure how true that is. Take what I say with a grain of salt. I don't know. That's just something that I heard like from other YouTubers and what I've seen online. It might not be true. That might be an internet rumor. But, yeah, we'll just leave it that way. I don't think that's true. But if that does turn out to be true, then that's just more ammo for Ty Beard and his legal sources. So, yeah, we're going to see for that. So like I said, I'm not sure if that's true. That's just something I heard. So do not quote me on that. I just said that's what I thought I heard. Okay. So, reiterate. They're blocking people on Twitter for standing with Vic. They're attacking Comic-Cons who are letting Vic Mignogna go into these Comic-Cons. And they're saying you should also block people that even stand with Vic and YouTubers that stand with Vic. So, that itself is actually true. But it's also bullshit because like I said, it is them are the ones, they are the ones, the KickVic side are the ones attacking people, not the I Stand With Vic people. If they truly believe about safety, they can, I don't know, man. They should have a Comic-Con where they do let Vic Mignogna in. They should have that. But unfortunately, I also heard some rumors. Well, it's not really a rumor. It's actually true by Shane Holmberg, however you say his name. That some Comic-Cons were actually after Vic. And they're going to do some type of PR stunt where they say Vic is a changed man. Let him back in. And he wasn't in trouble for hugging people. But he doesn't realize that that's exactly what he was in trouble for. And pretty much his live stream with Nick Krita made him sound like a complete fucking idiot. It made him sound like an idiot. He doesn't realize it, but he sounds like a complete fucking idiot. And I don't know where he gets his idea that Vic Mignogna was going to sue Comic-Cons. Like, he never, or cons, he never said that, at least to my knowledge. So if that's true or not true, let me know in the comments below. But yeah, so the KickVic side, it has a lot of people with very low IQs. And people that are claiming that we're attacking them, but really they're the ones attacking us. I want to go to a Comic-Con convention. I want to go to an anime convention. I don't give a fuck about you KickVic people. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to go there, buy some anime, buy some comic books, see some cosplays, you know. I'll go there and I'll listen to some actors speak. But that's not really why I go to cons. I go to cons to see cosplays, to see the merchandise they have. And every once in a while, I hear about an actor I go want to see. And to be honest, Jamie Marchi, Monica Rial, those are people I do not want to waste 30 minutes of my time on. No, I want to go see people like Vic Mignogna. I want to go see people that I actually like. That's why to go to Comic-Cons. You don't go to Comic-Cons to bitch at people. I'm sorry, you just don't. You don't go to Comic-Cons to see people you just don't like. You just don't. So I don't get where they get this idea that it's a public safety thing. And if you do go to Comic-Con to start shit, you're an idiot. If you go to a public place just to start shit, you're kind of an idiot. But the thing is, that's what the KickVic side is doing. They're protesting and they do look like fucking assholes. And this is going to hurt business for a con. So I cannot wait to see the end result. What Comic-Con should do, they should ban, if they're going to ban the I Stand With Vic side, they should also ban the KickVic side. Because I promise you, the KickVic side has just as much hatred. The Stand With Vic side has just as much hatred for the KickVic side as the KickVic side does for I Stand With Vic, if not more. I do believe that more people, about 99% of people that are in this entire thing stand with Vic. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. 99% of people that are involved in this stand with Vic. I guarantee it. There's only 1% of people that want to kick Vic. I guarantee it. You don't believe me? We're going to see how the end results. But I promise you, Funimation, Comic-Cons, they're all going to lose money. And they need to fucking realize it. There are more people that stand with Vic. You don't believe me? Fine. Let's see what happens. Just wait. Just wait a couple months to see how much revenue you lose. So, I'm not trying to sound like a dick. That's just fucking true. So, I really hope Vic gets to go to goes to this Comic-Con. I want him to see him go there. I want him to have a good time. I want people to go there, have a good time, and fuck the people. Just fuck those people that want to kick Vic. Just go there and have a good time. We don't give a fuck about your political stuff or this whole thing. We just want to go there and have a good time. We don't give a fuck about you. We don't want to deal with your shit. You know, have you ever heard that term? Like, a lot of people just want to have a good time. No one has time for your shit. That's a true fucking quote. That's a true fucking quote. And who said that? It was actually a person that I know who is no longer with us, a relative of mine. But anyways, so yeah, I hope Vic Mignogna goes to this thing. I hope he goes to more Comic-Cons. And I heard that he's doing more voice work, and I want him to see you do more voice work. I cannot wait to hear what he's been doing. I forgot what he said in his last live stream. Oh, Vic Mignogna is going to do a live stream next week. So if you want to get on the internet, so I think he said sometimes Tuesday or Thursday. I'm going to go online and I'll post it on I'll post it in the comments below once I find out the exact time that he's going to be streaming. I don't know the exact date. We'll see. So yeah, if you want to be here and talk with Vic or you want to see him live stream, you're just going to go on YouTube. I think it's going to be on YouTube or an anime app. I'm not sure. I'll leave a link in the description below. But yeah, that's it for this KickVic thing. They're boycotting cons. They're trying to kick people off Twitter, and they look like fucking idiots. They don't realize it. And like I said before, more people are standing with Vic than they are wanting to kick Vic. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. You don't believe me? We'll see how it goes. So, let's go into Brie Larson, right? Now, I usually do these videos separately, but since I've been posting so much lately, I think it's best that I post like my same video in this. So if you're not interested in listening to what I have to say about Brie Larson, you can click off, and you can, don't forget to leave me a like, subscribe, or leave me a comment in the channel to see what and call me an idiot or say I'm handsome or something. But anyways, here's Brie Larson. So, report: Avengers cast unhappy with Brie Larson. Captain Marvel has shaky future. Now, I heard from a source that that the director of I forgot his name. The director of Captain Marvel, for some reason, and the producers, for some reason, solely believe that Captain Marvel is one of the most popular comic book heroes ever created. I don't know where people got that idea. I don't know where they heard that from, because back in the 80s or 90s when I was a wee lad reading comic books, I had no fucking idea who Captain Marvel was. I knew who Spider-Man was. I knew who Rogue was, if you get what I mean. I knew who Wolverine was. I knew who Daredevil was. I had no idea who Captain Marvel was. I heard about her, mentioned her in a comic, but they only mentioned her like in background, like, oh yeah, Rogue stole her powers from Captain Marvel. That was it. So I don't know where they get this idea that Captain Marvel is his most popular character. But I'm not trying to discredit the character. I'm just saying that sounds like these people don't know this character. So Brie Larson's social justice-driven behavior and the film's mediocre reviews, rumors are now abounding that the film is facing more trouble behind the scenes. I get it. Like, all these actors, they all have jobs, and they want to keep their jobs. Just like any business, you know. Okay, the biggest difference between us and these actors is that, of course, they're famous. But just like with any job, there's promotion and there's demotions, right? And you also, obviously, you want to keep your job. So this Marvel thing, especially with people like Chris Evans and other actors, Elizabeth Olsen, this is what they do, like, all the time. This is, like, their main source of income. Except for Chris Evans, he was reportedly signed off on his last Captain America role, which is going to be sad to see him leave. But for everyone else, it seems that they are displeased. I have read this article already, that they are displeased with the way Brie Larson has been acting in her social justice outrage culture warrior, basically displeasing, like, or dissing half her fan base. And when she says, it's, you know, the whole white male thing, like, I don't need some 40-year-old white male telling me what they liked about my film. But about half of the U.S. is white. I know, that's hard to take in. I'm actually half white, half Mexican. I do consider myself a little more Mexican, even though, you know, like, I'm a mixed race. You know, I also have some Scottish, Irish, Mexican, and some Indian in there somewhere. But, yeah, I do have some Indian in there, but not too much. It's from a great-great-grandfather of mine. But that's besides the point. So, when she dissed, like, 40-year-old white man, whatever, there's some people commenting that she also dissed, like, a lot of mixed races, minorities. So if she's dissing white people, she's also dissing, like, pretty much half your race. To be honest, I was a little offended by her comment, but I have thick skin. It doesn't bother me that much. Whatever, she can say what she fucking wants. It doesn't matter. But at the same time, I'm taken aback. I'm like, that's how you feel. Well, maybe you don't want my money. That's the God honest truth. Now, she's acting like Captain Marvel is not woke enough, or the movies industry is not woke enough, and that we live in this racist country. That's basically how she comes off. She doesn't actually say it, but she comes off as this person that she feels like America is so insensitive. Like, America is so insensitive, yet Black Panther was, like, the #1 box office hit of last year. Like, well, this movie is not for white men. There's already white men saying, oh, you don't want my money, blah, blah, blah. You know what? I'm going to go see this movie just to see if it's a good movie. And I've heard a lot of not too good things about the movie. But you know what? I'm going to go see it for myself and keep an open mind. But what I don't like about this entire situation is that how she tried to shove this superhero into everyone's face. Like, how she tried to make everyone divided. Like, how she's like, oh, my character's not woke enough. Here is my... I'm way better than Wonder Woman. She didn't say way better than Wonder Woman, but she acts like she's the first female superhero, which makes no fucking sense. It makes no goddamn sense. I'm sorry for your religious people out there, but it makes no goddamn sense that she acts like she's the only superhero movie to ever be made, solo film, which is, it really hurts my head with her type of logic. But with the Marvel people, the people in Marvel, they already seem like they're not really happy with her. And what else? There was also something about Samuel Jackson, something that Samuel Jackson said, but where did he go? Oh, Kevin Feige. He's the head of direction of Marvel. Apparently, he's taking a bullet. Also, like they're not happy with what he's doing because they're afraid that this situation is gonna end up just like Star Wars, where people didn't like too many people didn't like what was it, episode 7, so they didn't go see Solo. So that's what they've been fearing. Now who else was it? It was, I think, Samuel Jackson. I forgot what Samuel Jackson said. I gotta find it. Samuel Jackson said something. I think he told someone to go fuck themselves. No, really, I'm not shitting you. He told someone to go fuck themselves, and that caused a controversy. But for anyone that knows anything about Samuel Jackson, he curses a lot. This is a man that, like, I can listen to cuss all day. I can listen to him curse all day, and I would be entertained. I can watch Pulp Fiction just with his lines alone, and it would be hilarious. Like, I would be entertained. And he was, like, the best thing in just about any Quentin Tarantino movie that he's in. So there's that. That's just my opinion, you know. And I just think that this entire Captain Marvel controversy, it was unnecessary. And I'm sorry, that's my fan in the background. I can't help it. But the entire Captain Marvel thing, it's unnecessary. It's causing too much a divide. It's causing too much problems with male and female, men and women, when really the majority of the audience in the U.S. is like half of them is a white males to go see these movies. Yes, there are white females that'll go see it too, but one thing I'm confused about is that Brie Larson herself is also white. That confuses the shit out of me. But then again, there were people recently that said Will Smith was not black enough, which makes no fucking sense to me. I don't know. I'm living in a backwards world. I'm living in a backwards world that I don't know. Living in a backwards world. I don't know, man. So, anyways, that's all I want to say about that. I went off on a tangent. If you want to agree with me or disagree with me or whatever, like, I have nothing against anyone of any race or creed or religion or sex. I just think this entire outrage culture and everything that Brie Larson has said, it's unnecessary. And she has done nothing but attack her own fan base. I've never seen an actor, it's probably happened before, but I've personally never seen an actor attack their own fan base. It's odd. It's odd. So, you could agree to disagree with me. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe. Oh, wait. I forgot. There's one more thing I forgot to talk about. Here's another controversy. It's about a video game, so brace yourself. You probably saw it in my top left-hand corner. So apparently, for those of you who care about this, I'm about to talk about something on Steam. If you don't want to listen, click off, but here we go. So apparently, there is a controversy surrounding Steam about a controversial rape game. That they're making a game about a character that you go around and rape NPCs. Now, the problem I have with this is the controversy itself. Now, rape is a horrible thing. Don't get me wrong, it's a horrible thing. But so is murder, right? So, I don't know, like, if you say that rape is worse than murder, you're a bad guy. If you say that murder is worse than rape, then you're a bad guy. It doesn't really matter where you stand on this type of subject. In the outrage culture that we live in, it doesn't matter where you stand about which is worse, because you're going to be demonized no matter what. So I can't say either, but there you go. It doesn't matter. I'm probably demonized already for even saying that out loud, but we'll see. So, that's my mic. So Valve has removed a controversial unreleased game about rape from its digital store, Steam. It said in a statement. I'll try to do this again. Much of our policy around what we distribute is, and we must reactionary. We simply have to wait and see what comes to us via Steam Direct. It said we then have to make a judgment call about any risks it puts to Valve, our developers, partners, or our customers. After significant fact-finding and discussion, we think Rape Day possesses unknown cost risk and therefore won't be on Steam. Did you like the way I say that? I don't know. I just want to read it differently. Rape Day. Rape Day is a visual novel from the indie developer Disc Plant. It contains 500 images and 7,000 words, enabling the player to verbally harass, kill, rape women. That's fucking horrible. That's fucking horrible. Just reading that out loud. That's horrible. Okay, now according to Now, Steamers removed the page. Its content reportedly includes violence, sexual assault, non-consensual sex, obscene language, and necrophilia, incest. Necrophilia? That's fucking disgusting. I think necrophilia and incest is fucking disgusting. I can't stand that. I can't stand the thought of that. It's disgusting for me. We must respect developers' desire to express themselves, and the purpose of Steam is to help developers find an audience. But the developer has chosen content matter and a way of representing it that makes it very difficult for us to help them do that. I can understand completely. Like, now the thing is, you know, I'm all for freedom of expression. I'm for freedom of expression 110%. You know, if we didn't have freedom of expression, we wouldn't have half the movies that we have right now. For example, right now I'm in the great country of China, and the movies here are very limited. Like, I can't go just see any movie I want because the movies are extremely limited. Like, they're either a comedy or an action movie, and even then the comedy and the action, they're very condensed, right? That's the best way I can explain it. Now, that's so far what I've seen in China. I haven't seen a horror movie yet, but the horror movies I've seen and heard of are really not that good. So, so when we need freedom of expression, the freedom to be able to say and do what we want. Not as long as you're not hurting anyone. That's my thing. As long as you are not physically hurting anyone, I think you're fine. You are allowed to express yourself. The problem is with the freedom of expression, the freedom of religion, is that we have people that abuse it. What do I mean by that? People that, you know, there are such things as like hate crimes, but we have people out there that will express their freedom of expression, freedom of speech, and say whatever the fuck they want. They don't give a shit about the consequences. Now, there is such thing as hate crimes, but there is such a thing as maybe there's a fine line we need to cross, that we shouldn't cross, I mean. Because, you know, we do have this for the government, but so far, corporations are able to do whatever they want, right? As long as it sells. Even Japan has said this multiple times when multiple people raged against the hentai community and the anime community for the way they sexualize women and violence. But the way most of the Japanese producers and directors put it is, it sells. We don't give a shit. It sells. It sells here in Japan. We don't care. If it sells in the US, okay, that's fine. Which I can completely understand. Now, the thing is, with this whole rape video game, is that the sad part is there are people that will buy it. That's the sad part. As long as people buy it, yeah, people will buy it. Now, the thing is, I solely don't believe that just because you buy a game like this, that doesn't make you a bad person. It makes your morals a little questionable. Like, I don't see myself playing this game. I don't know. That's just not my thing, personally. If it was, I guess I would say it, but it's not. But it says it's based on a visual novel from indie director Displant. I've actually never heard of that before. But, like I said, I'm all for freedom of expression, but I feel like there needs to be a fine line as long as people are not getting hurt. Now, I remember I was talking to a buddy of mine the other day, and this had to do with guns, right? So there was, I forgot what anime it was. There was an image of a character with a gun in an anime. He's pointing the gun at the camera. Now, this particular shot was censored in the U.S. Now, here's where I'm confused about it. The U.S. is one of the few countries in the world that has gun rights. We have the Second Amendment. Yet, we're offended by guns. That never made sense to me. Like, you see so many markets and so many movies that they edit it a certain way because they don't want people to be outraged by a certain gun being pointed at a certain direction. But yet, we live in a country where everybody has guns. That's odd to me. And we live in a country that's like the number one like porn maker. Like, we make more porn than any country. Yet we're offended by hentai. That never made any fucking sense to me. So we're offended by guns, yet we have the Second Amendment. We sell more porn than any country, yet we're offended by hentai. That shit doesn't make sense to me. However, like I said, there are some lines that shouldn't be crossed, right? And I do believe that, the rape genre, like whether it's rape porn or a rape video game such as Rape Day, I don't think they should exist. Personally, I don't think they should exist because I think that's sending a bad message to people. Like, this is okay. This is what they'll probably tell people and give the people the wrong idea that people will probably act out what their intentions are. But at the same time, if people want to buy that, it's okay because, like I said, I don't believe that if people were to buy this game, that doesn't actually make them a bad person. That doesn't mean they're gonna act out on their intentions. But what does that say for people of actual sexual assault? That's just, I know it's a contradiction. Like, I'm for freedom of expression, free speech, but I personally feel that a game like this just should not exist. But that's just me. That's really just me because I just think it's a disgusting genre, especially with necrophilia and incest. This game isn't really for me, but if it makes money and people want to buy it, by all means, if you're into that, you're into that. I can't stop you there. But I personally don't think that this type of game should exist. However, the contradiction is I am for freedom of expression, and I believe that this falls under freedom of expression, but in a very dangerous line that in a way spits in the face of actual rape victims, actual victims of sexual assault. That's just me. I know, people are going to see it as a contradiction, and there's nothing I can do about it because in a situation like this, there is no winning because, like I said, in your mind, what's worse? Like, is death worse or is rape worse? It doesn't matter which side you pick because there's not a winning side to it. There's never going to be a winning side because you look like a demon if you choose either side. Me, I'm more it really depends on the situation. Like, if somebody was, like, tortured to death, I think that's gruesome. If somebody died a very horrible, horrific death, like, it really depends. Like, it really depends on the situation. And like I said, there is no winning in this argument. There is not. Because people are going to be outraged just by me simply saying that. And just wait. Just wait a couple months and then look at my comments below. There's going to be some people that are offended by some of the things I said. Because in our outrage culture, there is no winning. That's just it. Guys, that's all I want to talk about for now. So I'm glad the rape game doesn't exist. Like, they're taking it down. I think Steam did had a good idea by taking it down. Brie Larson, she's already being hit by bad reviews from her movie. Like, I heard the movie got like a 60%. I'm not sure if that's true, but I'm gonna look that up a little bit about tomorrow. And don't forget to look for this boycott for Vic Mignogna. And don't forget to look for any ads that are even gonna look for boycotting Vic Mignogna. So anyways, guys, I gotta go. This is Matthew Scooby. Don't forget to leave a like, dislike. Don't forget to leave a comment. Tell me what a fucking dumbass I am. I love that shit. And by the way, we can all be friends. I want to be your friend. I hope we can have a legit conversation in my comments below. I'm a nice guy. I'm willing to listen to what everyone has to say, regardless if you like me or not. So anyways, guys, I'll see you around. Peace out.